Hi everyone. I'm making this video because I think it's really cool technology, and I spent several hours yesterday working on this and finally got it up and running, and I wanted to share it with everyone because there's some really interesting details here. We will be working with this gun violence data that I downloaded from kaggle.com. It has over 260,000 U.S. gun violence incidents in a file that's about 150 megabytes, and these are gun-related crime incidents from 2013 to 2018. With that being said, we can take a look at the data file itself. We can see that each incident is within the curly braces, and it includes incident ID, a date, the number killed, the number injured, lat lon, location information, notes, and a categorization. We can also see here in this JavaScript file that this is where the magic happens. With the scatter plot, when you hover over with the mouse, it will display the date, the number of people killed, the number of people injured, and any notes on the incident. Once we have clicked on a circle on the map that represents an incident, it will take us to the Gun Violence Archive website, where we can get more details and links to media reports. So this is basically where the magic happens, and with that we will take a look at the site. You can see here that the site is running on my laptop on port 8080. It's just a web server running locally. We've got Tampa up and displayed in Google Maps, and if we zoom in, we will see our layers. And here, the red ones are for people getting killed, and the yellow ones are for when people are injured. So if there are lots of incidents at the same location, it just shows a more pronounced dot on the map. So if we zoom in a little bit here, we can take a look at Morrison Avenue, where the Baptist Church is, and we see in 2014 that someone was killed at the Bayshore Baptist Church. Fran and Carl live about half a block away, not far at all. If we continue to look at some of this data, this is where the cove is. I live right here by this little inlet, and there was an injury, a gun-related injury, reported in 2017. Some other interesting incidents. This one, right up the road on Euclid. Accidentally shot woman while using gun during sexual activity. Eesh, that needs more investigation. If we zoom up here to the downtown area, there is an relatively entertaining incident here in Palmetto Beach area. One person was killed in 2016, shot cousin in chest, testing out bulletproof vest. It didn't work. Oh, mercy. But we can see, if we zoom out a little bit, that the Ybor City area and just north of I-4, lots of crime activity, lots of killing. And so, you know, if you're moving to town, you might want to steer clear of this neighborhood. And, you know, there are crimes near Busch Gardens, there are crimes up I-275, and so anyway, you just kind of get a better idea. Very nice that I live over here in an area that is relatively crime-free. So we will zoom out and go up here a little bit and take a look at Valdosta. And Dad and Pat live right here across from Country Club Road, barely inside city limits. And there is a killing that occurred right up off of Inner Perimeter Highway or whatever in 2014. It was one person killed, one person injured in the Applebee's parking lot. So if we click on that, we go to the Gun Violence Archive. We see the name of the victim that was killed, the name of the victim that was injured, and the suspect himself. So if we go ahead and see here under sources, we have WAOB in Albany, Channel 10, has a number of stories related to this incident. If we click on this one, we will see that an arrest was made, Mr. Caesar himself, and the details from 2014. So with that, that concludes the demonstration, but it's just very interesting that you can combine publicly available data with new web-based programming techniques and an openly available mapping platform provided by Google to create a very interesting display that gives a lot of very detailed information relatively quickly and easily. So anyway, I hope everyone has enjoyed the demonstration.